Welcome to Luzon, the largest and most diverse island in the Philippines. This is a land of contrasts, towering mountains and fertile plains, bustling megacities and remote villages, ancient traditions and modern innovations. Luzon is not only the political and economic heart of the Philippines, it is also a mosaic of cultures shaped by centuries of history. From Spanish colonial influences to deeply rooted indigenous heritage, every corner of this island tells a story. In this journey, we'll explore its vibrant capital Manila, uncover timeless wonders like the Banaue Rice Terraces, and wander through UNESCO heritage cities. Join us as we discover the many faces of Luzon. Manila, the capital of the Philippines. Our journey begins in Manila, the beating heart of the Philippines. Home to more than 13 million people, Manila is a city of energy, resilience, and contrasts. Towering skyscrapers rise beside centuries-old churches, while chaotic jeepneys and modern trains share the same busy roads. Here, Spanish colonial architecture blends with American-era influences and the rapid growth of a modern Asian metropolis. From lively street markets filled with local flavors to glimmering malls that rank among the world's largest, Manila is a city that never stands still. But beyond the noise and traffic, Manila offers a cultural richness, museums, galleries, music, and food that reflect the diversity of the Filipino spirit. It is the perfect gateway into the story of Luzon and the Philippines as a whole. Intramuros, the walled city. Just a short drive from Manila's modern skyline lies a different world, Intramuros, the historic walled city. Built by the Spanish in the late 16th century, Intramuros served as the political, religious, and cultural center of the Philippines for more than 300 years. Massive stone walls once protected the city from invasions, enclosing grand churches, plazas, and colonial mansions. Walking through Intramuros feels like stepping back in time. The cobblestone streets echo with centuries of history, from the rule of Spanish governors to the struggles of the Filipino people for independence. Landmarks such as Fort Santiago, a citadel that once guarded the Pasig River, and the majestic San Agustin Church, the oldest stone church in the country, stand as silent witnesses to Manila's colonial past. Today, Intramuros is not only a preserved heritage site, it is also a living city, where tradition blends with modern life. Cafes, museums, and cultural performances bring new life to these ancient walls, inviting visitors to reflect on the Philippines' long and complex journey through history. Rizal Park and National Museum. Just outside the walls of Intramuros lies one of Manila's most iconic landmarks, Rizal Park, also known as Luneta. This vast green space is more than just a park. It is a national symbol. At its heart stands the monument to Dr. Jose Rizal, the national hero of the Philippines. His execution on this very site in 1896 ignited the flames of revolution against Spanish colonial rule. Today, Filipinos from all walks of life come here to pay respect, reflect, or simply enjoy a moment of peace in the middle of the bustling city. Nearby, the National Museum complex invites visitors to journey deeper into the country's soul. The Museum of Fine Arts showcases masterpieces of Filipino painters and sculptors, while the Museum of Anthropology and Natural History preserves artifacts that trace the Philippines' diverse cultures and rich biodiversity. Together, Rizal Park and the National Museum form a cultural heart of Manila, a place where history, identity, and pride converge. For travelers, it offers both inspiration and insight into what it truly means to be Filipino. Banaue Rice Terraces. High in the misty mountains of the Cordillera region lies one of humanity's greatest engineering marvels, the Banaue Rice Terraces. Often called the eighth wonder of the world, these terraces were carved into the steep slopes by the Ifugao people more than 2,000 years ago. With only hand tools and an intimate knowledge of the land, they shaped the mountains into stairways of stone and earth, creating a sustainable farming system that still feeds communities today. Stretching for thousands of hectares, the terraces are not only a breathtaking sight, but also a living heritage. Every curve reflects the harmony between humans and nature, an ancient tradition of resilience passed down through generations. Visitors who make the journey here are rewarded with sweeping views of emerald green fields, mountain air, and a glimpse into the daily life of the Ifugao, whose culture remains deeply tied to these landscapes. Standing before the terraces, one cannot help but feel humbled, as if the mountains themselves tell a story of patience, endurance, and respect for the land. Sagada, caves and hanging coffins. Deep in the mountains of the Cordillera lies the quiet town of Sagada, a place where ancient traditions and natural wonders intertwine. Here, limestone cliffs and mysterious caves hold one of the Philippines' most unique cultural practices, the hanging coffins. For centuries, the indigenous people of Sagada believed that placing the dead high on cliffs brought them closer to the spirits of their ancestors. Today, these wooden coffins still cling to the rock faces, a powerful symbol of faith, respect, and identity. Beyond its cultural heritage, Sagada is also a land of adventure. Inside Simagang Cave, travelers can explore vast chambers filled with stalactites, stalagmites, and underground rivers, a subterranean world carved by time. Outside, the mountains open into rice terraces, waterfalls, and pine forests, offering peace and reflection far from the busy streets of Manila. Sagada remains a place of quiet mystery, where life, death, and nature blend into one unforgettable landscape. Vigan, a UNESCO heritage city. On the western coast of Luzon lies Vigan, a city that feels frozen in time. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Vigan is one of the best preserved examples of a Spanish colonial town in Asia. Here, cobblestone streets wind through rows of ancestral houses, their stone bases and wooden upper floors reflecting both European design and local craftsmanship. As calices, horse-drawn carriages roll slowly past, the atmosphere transports visitors back to the 16th century. But Vigan is not only about architecture. It is a living city where traditions remain strong. Visitors can watch artisans hand-weave textiles, craft clay pots, or taste the famous Vigan longanisa, a local sausage beloved across the Philippines. At night, Calle Crisologo, the city's historic street, glows softly under lantern light, a reminder of a past that continues to breathe in the present. Vigan is more than a heritage site. It is a vibrant community where history, culture, and everyday life blend seamlessly. Mount Pinatubo and adventure tourism. Luzon is not only about history and culture, it is also a land of adventure. And few places capture this spirit better than Mount Pinatubo. Once a quiet, forested peak, Pinatubo erupted violently in 1991 in one of the largest volcanic eruptions of the 20th century. The explosion reshaped the landscape, covering towns in ash and altering the global climate. Yet, from this destruction emerged something extraordinary, a stunning turquoise crater lake surrounded by dramatic cliffs. Today, Pinatubo has become a destination for trekkers and explorers. The journey begins with an off-road ride across vast lahar fields, gray volcanic ash plains that look almost lunar. From there, a trek leads hikers up through rugged trails until the breathtaking sight of the crater lake comes into view. Beyond Pinatubo, Luzon offers countless adventures, hiking to hidden waterfalls, surfing along the coast, or exploring caves and rivers. For thrill seekers, this island is a playground shaped by both nature's beauty and its raw power. In Luzon, every adventure tells a story of resilience, renewal, and the ever-changing spirit of the land. From the vibrant streets of Manila to the timeless rice terraces of Banaue, from the mystic caves of Sagada to the colonial charm of Vigan, and the raw power of Mount Pinatubo, Luzon is a journey like no other. It is an island where past and present meet, where adventure and tradition live side by side. Every corner tells a different story of resilience, creativity, and the enduring spirit of the Filipino people. And yet, this is only the beginning. Beyond Luzon lie thousands more islands, each with its own wonders waiting to be discovered. Join us as we continue exploring the Philippines, one destination at a time.